Hello everybody on YouTube. We're just getting ready.
Yes, all you people on the live stream. Hello, live stream people.
All you thousands out there. We're just getting ready
there's
to
just so many. It's so many that the numbers got so big that it's gone back round to zero.
Exactly. Just so you know, we're going to record episode 46 of That's No Moon.
Right. You ready?
When you are.
Ahoy hoy and welcome to Hello, it's me. I did that last week, didn't I?
Hello,
Okay.
it's all me
It's
this
all-
week.
It is.
You forgot your teeth.
Me. Enough about me. What do you think about me?
I love you.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Ahoy hoy, I'm Pavo.
And I'm Neil.
And welcome to That's No Moon.
It's a podcast.
It's your weekly digest of everything that is to do with Star Wars, and for the second week running, we've had massive news.
It is big news in the world of Star Wars.
Well, it's
and
not
the
just
whole-
big, it's massive.
Well, it's humongous.
Yes.
Humongous.
It does follow on from last week, obviously.
Absolutely. So last week we spoke of the departure of Colin Trevarrow from episode 9. So this week, the big news is they've got the new director for episode 9. And obviously you know who it is because it's been splashed across everywhere. It's Gerald Thomas from the Carry On films.
Thomas.
No, it's actually JJ Abrams. He's come back into the Star Wars mix. The man who basically relaunched Star Wars, I would say, with The Force Awakens. A huge hit. The third biggest or highest grossing film of all time. Is it the third? Or is it the second?
I think it's the third. No, it didn't
Quite do Titanic, did it?
Didn't quite do Titanic.
So JJ's back in the mix. Now, how do you feel about this, Pav? Because I think it's nothing but good news, but over to you.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted. It's no secret that I am a massive fan of The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I think we said it last week or maybe the week before. That,
Well, we say it most weeks, I think.
well, but the fact that there are people now that were so jumped up and, oh, isn't it amazing, and now that they're going on saying that they don't like it and it's just a rehash of A New Hope, and there was part of me that thought that they might make a statement with the director, but it's also the fact that I think it's the new year they start shooting it. Well, they haven't got a script that they're going to use yet.
No, they've wiped everything. It's a clean slate.
It's a clean slate. He's writing it. JJ is writing it with Chris Terrio.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we reported a couple of weeks ago that there was a new writer, wasn't there?
There was. It was the English guy who'd done a lot of... I can't remember what his name is now.
You got to think how he must feel. He must have got paid.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
well, it's a
but-
paycheck for him. But that
Yeah.
happens a lot in the world of script writing anyway, that you'll be brought in to do a draft. There's famous script writers that have come in to do drafts and then never used. Frank
Yeah.
Darabont, there you go, on Indy 4.
Yeah. But I have to say that when I did see it, when I first saw it, I think I saw it on Facebook, I did think, oh, this is somebody trolling and it's one of these clickbait things, and it wasn't until I went onto the actual Star Wars website that I saw, and I'm really happy because I think JJ, he knows what he wants to do. He's kicked off this whole new section of Star Wars.
Exactly, and he's probably got... Well, he must be involved in episode 8 in some way, because obviously they came and filmed a bit while he was filming.
Yeah.
So he obviously knows the story from there, and he's got the vision, hasn't he? He's almost... I'll go out on a limb. He's almost got the vision of like Spielberg in the style of his films and things like that. And as long as he doesn't go crazy with the lens flares...
Which he didn't in...
He didn't at all.
Episode 7.
He loves practical effects rather than CGI, which rings true with the original Star Wars movies. I just think it's great news. I really do. So the rumour mills were pretty much nearly there. They said it was either Rian Johnson, didn't they, or JJ coming back to the fold. So also it's being delayed to December. So tell us a bit about this, pal.
Well, I think we went through this exact same thing when JJ was announced as the director for Episode 7. That movie was originally due to come out
in
May, and I think he said to Kathleen Kennedy, if you want me to do a good job, we need to delay it. And she said, yeah, okay. And I'm pretty sure that was one of the stipulations. I mean, pretty sure, I don't know for definite, but it seems to me that he would have said, yeah, that's fine, I'll come and do it, but I need that extra 8 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think, again, I'm quite happy with that. As much as we kept saying it'd be really, oh my god, we've got like 3 Star Wars films to come in the space of 18 months. Well, been less than that. But I'm quite happy.
I've still got a feeling Han Solo's going to move. I've still got this feeling, this niggling feeling.
No, I think they would have said by now.
Yeah, but we said they would have dropped a Last Jedi trailer by now, and it hasn't happened.
Well, no, because I mean, with the fact that all of this has happened now, that obviously again, I'm surmising this, but this has obviously all been bubbling in the background. So maybe they're trying to get all this sorted before they start doing the real big push on The Last Jedi.
Right.
I mean, we're thinking that everyone's sat around doing bugger all.
Well, no, we know they're not. There's a reason why they've not bought a trailer out. Obviously, they will know, we don't know. And there is method to the madness. And part of me was thinking about this today when I was at the cinema watching the film. I thought about The Last Jedi trailer, and I thought to myself, I wonder why. And I thought, wouldn't that be a great ploy if that is the only trailer? In a sense, because you would know nothing and seen nothing. Almost like an experiment to see whether it works. Do you need to be kept given these trailers and TV spots and overload? Do you need it? I mean, will that work without it? Is that enough, that one teaser trailer? I don't for a minute think that is what they're going to do, but I would say it was interesting to think to myself, are they a big enough brand just to do the one trailer and that's it?
Well, they are a big enough brand, but I don't think it would work.
Right.
I just don't think it would.
Well, you got the fans who are crying.
Yeah,
out.
you have to create that buzz, because otherwise, what are people going to do? I mean, I understand what you mean, but people are going to be crying out for.
Yeah.
The other interesting thing I think about the way that they've moved it is that it's now going to be a week after Wonder Woman 2.
Okay.
So whether Wonder Woman, the Patty Jenkins and that are going, bollocks.
Well, they might do, or they might move. You know, the films nowadays move so regularly, and the reason that is they're dropping these dates so far in advance. We never knew the dates years ago. It wasn't a thing.
No.
You know, you'd see a trailer and you'd still be going, "Oh, when's that out?"
But then again, we wouldn't know about it until we read it in
Empire. Well, the original film review magazine, wasn't it?
So that's when we found out about movies, or whether Barry Norman would say something on Film 82 or something.
You know, coming this summer, but you didn't ever know that. You know, and it was quite nice not knowing. But that's the reason they changed now, is they're dropping these dates years in advance. You know, like Marvel and people like that have got this calendar up to 2021, 22, and all of this. It's got to be a hard thing to keep that locked in, because you don't know what's going to happen on production, i.e., like the Han Solo movie or the Episode 9, all these sort of.
Well, this is what we said.
changes.
This is what we said about them. I mean, the original trilogy. I mean, it was different for the prequel trilogy because it was all George Lucas. But the original trilogy was 3 separate directors. Now, I'm pretty sure when George Lucas did the original Star Wars, he didn't say the next one's going to be Irvin Kershner and the one after that is Richard Marquand. They were, but then again, you also had 3 years between each movie.
Which
with
was
this,
like
you've got 1 year, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I can understand that they're going to say, right, well, this movie is going to be directed by so and so in 2019, but it doesn't make sense, especially if the reason that they've now not hired Colin Trevarrow is because of the way the Book of Henry.
I genuinely don't think that.
See how
I
that
can't
would be.
see it makes a difference. You know, because you're arguing there somebody that's got a film that's in the top 5 highest grossing films of all time. So if it's to do with money because of that, or critical success, and Jurassic World wasn't universally critically lauded, was it? It wasn't loved throughout. It just did amazing business.
It was loved by the cinema goers, but it wasn't loved by
the critics.
As much. I mean, it was still.
Decent reviews, but it was like a 3-star review across the board. It wasn't a 4 or 5 and things like that. So I don't know. It's an interesting time. Like I said, I could still imagine the Han Solo movie shifting.
Possibly.
And another thing I was going to say earlier on, with the December drops, we've had 2 Star Wars in the new universe, in the new franchise and everything like that drop, and they've both been December. and I think it's been to their advantage
Yeah.
as well, because not a lot really comes out in December now. They have the award films, the big sort of award films and things like that. But the blockbuster of the winter, or the Christmas blockbuster, has sort of disappeared now. Everybody goes for that summer blockbuster period.
Yeah, but I think it would be nice to bring Star Wars back home to May, because that's when it always was. But look, it's worked. They've released 2 Star Wars films in December. Both have made over $1 billion.
Yeah.
One has made over $2 billion. So it shows that they can sort of own Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
If they wanted to, they can own the
from a
holiday
marketing
season.
point of view, doesn't it fit in brilliantly with your toys?
Yeah, exactly.
And all of that.
Exactly.
You know, it makes perfect sense. So,
yeah.
Very interesting. Right, now, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Levitt, it seems. You know Levitt, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Is he Lembic Opic?
Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt has a voice acting role in The Last Jedi. Now, this is in keeping with the other cameos that we are aware of. Apparently, Tom Hardy has a cameo. The 2 princes.
Yeah.
So say a stormtroopers. Who else is it? Anyway, and in The Force Awakens, let's go on to that. There was cameos in there. We had David Craig. Oh my God! Look, can we
Craig David.
Yeah, Daniel Craig, Kevin Smith. I nearly said Keith Smith.
God Almighty,
it's
what is
all
wrong?
falling to parts. Simon Pegg, to name a few of the cameos. Now, I was going to ask you a question. Now, have a little think about this. Okay. Who would you like to see crop up as a cameo in a Star Wars movie? Now, for instance, in the Han Solo movie, would you like to see Harrison Ford, not himself,
no,
but a voice or anything like that in the background, or
not at all? That is
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but is that the sort of thing you know?
No.
Right. Well, who would you like?
That's a shocking idea.
Wouldn't it be funny? He plays his dad.
No. Oh my God, no! Don't even joke about that.
That's Hollywood style, eh?
Yeah. No.
No. Who would you like to see as a cameo in the Star Wars universe?
Well, I don't know. I mean, just pop culture icons. I mean, like Kevin Smith, people like that, people that it means something to.
Tarantino.
So, well, I don't know. I mean, Tarantino, a big Star Wars fan. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, people like that, but you don't want it. So it distracts it away from the... I mean, the way they did Simon Pegg is like you knew that was Simon Pegg, but you couldn't see... I mean, one of the most... Like, the pointless ones was like in Attack of the Clones, when you had Anthony Daniels and...
Which is almost... I'm pretty much in Attack of the Clones. I still miss
You're
him.
in Attack of the Clones?
No,
right.
I still miss Anthony Daniels.
Do you?
Yeah, I know he's there and I've seen him, but every now I just forget he's there.
Yeah, something like that just seems a bit pointless. I mean, I understand it's okay for them because then they're showing themselves their actual faces and stuff. And again, with Kevin Smith, you have to know which line it is that he's saying.
Yeah. Because
you don't see him, and all he is just adding...
Well, he might come back for episode 9, because obviously he's friends with JJ Abrams.
Yeah, he might do. I do like those. I love those little hidden things. I love those kind of things.
Like the Easter eggs.
Yeah, I love all those kind of things in movies. And you know that that's Daniel Craig as soon as you hear the voice. Craig. And even the way that he's moving is sort of, you can sort of tell that's Daniel Craig. It's going to be interesting about the 2 princes.
Yeah, it's not a song.
That's Spin Doctors.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
I was going to say, will they have little crowns on there?
They might do. I mean, you'll find out when you find out what their stormtrooper name is. I'm sure there'll be some kind of little tie-in. You know,
Harold and Willie.
Yeah, or it'll be HRH 001 and HRH 002 or something like that, won't it?
And one will be bold.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they need a stormtrooper that's got really rosy cheeks.
And like a ginger dome or something, yeah.
Interesting.
We digress. But what about you?
And I just, same as you, I love finding out that there's cameos in it. It's almost like I wish they hadn't said like Tom Hardy's in it and people like that. I just wish you'd found out after it. So a bit of research and you realise, or even in the credits when you sit and watch them and you suddenly think, oh my God, and then you go back.
You say that, but again, I think we live in like the internet bubble. So we're, especially me, because you try and keep away from stuff. But I remember when we went and saw The Force Awakens the first time, and I remember going over to Lars and saying, "That's Daniel Craig," She went, really? And like, she had no idea. Yeah. And I think I did the same thing with my mum when we went and saw it on whatever time, 4th time I'd seen it. And I also said to my missus when we went, the time we went and saw it, that's Simon Pegg. She went, really?
Did you? Because you saw it that many times, everybody in the cinema, did you lean across and... That's Daniel Craig. Like over the back of the seat.
I went to the next
and then sit there nodding like the Muppet.
What I did is I made some big placards of like arrows. And it said on there, that's Daniel Craig, and I just pointed so that you could see.
Would you like to see any sort of cameos from like the older movies, i.e. would you like to see the return of any sort of vehicles, bounty hunters, anything like that come back into the fold?
For which movie?
Any. So like in, let's say in Han Solo, you get, I don't know, would you like to see Jabba the Hutt make a little appearance?
Well, I think Jabba the Hutt has to be in it. I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, no, that's not a cameo, is it? But you know what I mean. Like some of those.
Again, the little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there will be bits and pieces, I'm sure, that are in it that.
Because they did that really well in Rogue One, didn't they? When you were looking at it, and they still had like the computer screens went back to looking exactly as they did.
It didn't. Yeah. Yeah, so stuff like that, I think that's one thing that's really good about Star Wars, is that the universe, apart from the fact that it looks lived in, it looks like it's universal.
Yeah.
Although they go to different worlds, and different worlds have different characteristics.
It seemed to be just the one characteristic which we've spoken about before. But what I meant is, would you like to see the return of anything in particular? Like, I was always waiting for the AT-AT to come back, and we're treated to that. Is there any more?
I mean, Episode 8, I think what they're doing, especially with the new trilogy, is they're taking those vehicles and tweaking them slightly, haven't they? Because the AT-AT is now, I can't remember what the name of it, but it's called a Guerrilla Walker.
That's right.
So it's got like the interned sort of front feet. So that sort of thing, I can understand it. Because again, in 30, 40 years, things like the TIE Fighters and the X-Wings will have been tweaked a little bit.
Yeah, modified.
So they will look similar. When it comes to things like, see, it's how far you want to take it. I mean, do you really want to see all the bounty hunters that you know in the Han Solo movie? In theory, they could possibly be around.
Yeah.
But like Boba Fett and people like that, do you really want to see
Which
them?
would then lead on nicely if they ever listened to this and took your idea of the Magnificent Seven sort of movie. Could lead on brilliantly.
It would, but then the whole criticism of the Star Wars universe is too small. And it's just the same people wherever you are in the universe. It's the same people everywhere. Then instead of them creating brand new characters.
But then if you know, because I mean, in a sense, it's going to be, because they're making these films based on, like the Han Solo film is a prequel to the obviously Han Solo. So they've spoken of these people and that he's had dealings with them before, and they've come back in. So seeing them again isn't making the world small. It's just appeasing what you've already known about.
That's fair enough. If they mention certain people,
you know, like this debt he's got to Jabba the Hutt. You know, we're not entirely sure exactly, are we, of all about it?
No, I think we're going to see things like that. I think we're going to see the Kessel Run, and we're going to see all of the things that are legend in Han Solo's life. And it could possibly be that I think they're going to try and get a trilogy out of the Han Solo movies.
Oh yeah.
Because after Episode 9, I think they're going to give the saga movies a bit of a rest. So then and if they do the Obi-Wan movie, they can have Han Solo and Obi-Wan movies going on until they decide to do the next saga trilogy.
I hope they don't. It'd be nice just a standalone movie. There's enough in the Star Wars world.
Yeah, there is. And if
make these standalone.
If it is a standalone movie, then you can imagine that it would finish possibly with him creating whatever it is that he does. He dumps a cargo, doesn't he? So that Jabba is then pissed off with him. Maybe that's how the movie finishes.
Or him walking in the bar.
Yeah. Or something like that, yeah.
It would tie it up. Well, obviously you need Harrison Ford there.
But then, well, yeah.
But you could have. He's going to be going to the the cantina and all this, isn't he? So,
he may not be going to the one in Tatooine, but he'll be going to cantinas and stuff. So it's.
I'm sure he'll be on Tatooine.
But we need a trailer for that pretty soon as well. So.
Well, Last Jedi first. The next trailer for that, I would have thought. What do you think? What would you like to see as a standalone movie, and what would you like to see as a cameo, or who would you like to see as a cameo? Please do let us know in the comments below. Also, do you think JJ Abrams is a good appointment for a director, or just a rehash of episode 7? Please do comment below. And when you comment, remember to like the video.
And also come and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you do, then you can press the little bell icon. That means you'll be notified every time we release another video. And also come and rate and subscribe the podcast on Apple Podcasts. We're also on Stitcher. If you please subscribe and also, like I say, leave a rating and a review, that'd be fantastic. Because then it just means that other people get to see what we're doing and we become a bit more visible.
They all can join the party.
Indeed. Mwah.
So that's
it.
Well, that is it.
That's episode 46.
We're all done and dusty.
And we're climbing close to 40.
All I can say is 47. I wonder if there'll be big news in that one.
Maybe
just another week. Oh, that'd be exciting.
So that's it. So thank you very much, Neil.
Thank you very much, Pav.
And we'll see you all again very soon. So may the force be with you all.
Way.